Hi guys, I got a few things I want to go over tonight. First of all, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining. Oh, look, I'm in a good mood today. A burden has been lifted off my shoulders. So hello, my UFO people out there. How you doing tonight? What is today? Today's Saturday. Okay, what is today? March 7th or 8th, 9th? I don't even know. Somewhere around there. I don't keep track. But okay, here we go. The USS Nimitz. Now, there's a few updates I want to tell you guys about. Now, first of all, you should be alarmed. You should be worried, concerned, at a bare minimum concerned. To me, this is probably the most credible UFO sighting ever. I'm going to say probably, maybe ever, top 3 easily. Easily. Name me Phoenix Lights. We talk about that, Roswell, whatever, but it's up there, okay? We've learned recently a $22 million secret government program funded by me, funded by you, any taxpayers. So, look, we deserve answers, and the best answer we've been given is, I don't know, meh. That's what we've been given. I mean, they tried saying possibly, a private drone. Well, private drones can only fly 4 or 5 miles. We know this was off the coast of California, about 100 miles off the coast. Not an island in sight, nothing in sight. During a military training exercise, so they're controlling the airspace, nothing allowed in that airspace. And there was multiple sightings, okay? A tic-tac shaped craft in and out of the water, 10,000 feet, hypersonic speeds up to 40, 50,000 feet. I mean, I can give you guys the breakdown. Now, a new witness has come forward from the USS Nimitz, and he says, yes, I was there. I saw it. It's real. We have radar confirmation. And not only do they have radar confirmation, but multiple radar confirmation, because they had ships in the water, aircraft in the air. They had ground radar. I mean, there is so much evidence here. It is overwhelming, right? And the best they can come up with, which I guess is a logical explanation, is, well, it could have been a secret military aircraft, right? But I mean, I don't know. Okay, how can I say this? I don't know of any technology that we have that is capable of doing such a thing, going in the water, out of the water. They reported a large splash in the water, this tic-tac shaped craft. It would hover, it would shoot up to the sky, shoot up nearly to the stars practically, way above cloud level, back down to, what I think the lowest they reported, I want to say, is like 10,000 feet. Now, I also looked up, I wanted to know how close they got to the object. Apparently, the closest they got to the object was about 15 to 20 miles. Now, if you're in a jet, flying very fast, that's pretty close. That's damn close. I mean, look, I can get up on a bridge and see downtown Houston from where I'm at, and it's 20 miles away. So it's pretty close, especially when you're looking at radar, things like that. Okay, so anyway, let me read a little bit of this, what happened, and just to fill you guys in. But I do want to say, I am worried about what about national security? What is this thing? Like, even if you're not into the whole UFO thing, like, you should be concerned, alarmed. Everybody's worried about the coronavirus and all that, which I get it, I am too. But I'm just saying, what the hell was that thing, and why aren't you concerned about it? We have congressmen demanding answers, okay? There's a lot of pressure in Washington. They just released a statement to where they're saying, hey, that's not good enough. We need something more than I don't know. It is your job. We spend millions and millions and billions of dollars on our military, and we need something better than I don't know, right? But I'll give them credit. I will give them credit. I'm talking about the Navy. They're now encouraging people to come forward. People meaning, if you're a member of the Navy, the military, whatever, because you would be ridiculed in the past. Even lose your career. You'd be classified as a nut, a crazy nut job. But now they're saying, no, we want our personnel to come forward if they see anything. Now, I don't know about that. Because if I saw something, I'd be afraid to come forward. Because you'd be labeled, a crazy guy. So, but anyway, let me read a little bit of this. Okay, the USS Nimitz UFO incident was a radar visual encounter of an unidentified flying object. And by the way, a $22 million secret government program. I already said that, but that's very important that we didn't know about. Okay, in 2004, two F-18 Super Hornet pilots led by Commander Strike Fighter Squadron 41 communicated that they saw a flying object and radar signals were seen by the U.S. by United States Navy ships and aircraft in the area. Again, multiple radar sightings. An infrared video recording by FA-18 of part of the incident has been released. Now, where's the other video footage? That's my question, because they're showing us, and I've got a little video clip in the video today you're watching, but they're showing us this little tiny little clip. Where's the rest of it? Because apparently this has been going on since 2004. They've had multiple sightings up to recently, you know, so where's all the footage? That's my first question. Okay, the primary encounter occurred during a combat training exercise being conducted in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Southern California on the 14th of November 2004. It goes on to say, let me skip forward a little bit. 13 years after the incident, in December 2017, infrared footage of this and two other incidents was released by the public to the New York Times and the entertainment company named To The Stars. According to the Washington Post, the video was released by former intelligence officers Luis Elizondo, I believe, to shed light on a secretive Department of Defense operation to analyze reported UFO sightings. And it's called the AATIP. Okay, is what they're called. That's that $22 million program I was referring to. The Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Numerous Freedoms of Information Act requests were submitted regarding the incident. There was an FOI obtained that incident 4 Marine Lieutenant Colonels and Marine Major were aware of the event and had witnessed the IR video of the unknown object. A number of documents were leaked to the internet with varying levels of credibility. And there was a lot of clickbait out there, okay? A lot of clickbait. Now, I'm reading it. They go on to say possible explanations. The only logical explanation so far has been, you know, some kind of advanced military aircraft, which, duh, we know that, right? But here's the thing. Here's what, look, this is the gold mine for the UFO community, because if it is some type of advanced military aircraft, well, then what type of technology? What kind of propulsion system? You know, what are we talking here? This isn't jet fuel flying this damn thing. I mean, you can't go from 10,000 feet to 50,000 in the water, out of the water, to the left, to the right, over here, over there, you know, making these fighter jets look like little mopeds, like little scooters, right? I mean, that's scary stuff, right? I'm just saying, like, I don't understand how and why this isn't being taken, like, incredibly serious. I mean, you know, I don't know. That's just my own opinion. But like I said, new witnesses are coming forward, and I think we're going to get some answers because, you know, like I said, I want to know what this damn thing is. So let me move on here. Let me move on a little bit. Now, I have a few articles here I want to read to you guys. Like I said, it might be a long one tonight, guys, but I am in the mood to talk. Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to do tonight. Now, NASA, let me start here. NASA, they have found caves on Mars. I mean, how cool is that? Caves on Mars. There is a dog barking in the background. Right here, it says, it's the worst place to look for life sites on Mars. Groundwater might be the only habitat for life on Mars if it still exists today. The surface of Mars is cold, dry, and there is a lot of radiation. Underground could be more habitable for life forms and may have some form of stable water. Okay, more than 1,000 people, 1,000 potential cave entrances have been mapped on Mars by U.S. geological surveys. Okay? Now, they're also talking about building robots that they can send to Mars to explore the caves. And NASA has a really cool project right now. They have a drone that they're going to fly to Mars and, you know, basically fly this drone around like we do on Earth. But the thing is, the conditions on Mars are way different than Earth. Okay, the wings have to be really light and made out of these crazy materials because, you know, the gravity on Earth and Mars is completely different. You know, so it's like this multi-million dollar project, and they're talking about the flight time is going to be somewhere between like 3 to 5 minutes. But look what the Mars rover, you know, Curiosity was able to, was it Curiosity, I believe, that was able to achieve. So I'm kind of excited about that project. The only problem I have is anything NASA does, SpaceX, whoever, it takes forever. They're talking about, 2025, 2030, 2035. Really? Like, who wants to wait 10 years? Like, why even talk about it right now if it's not going to happen until frickin' 10 years from now? So, but pretty cool. Like I said, they found caves on Mars. So look, if there is alien life on Mars, hey, I would say it would be underground. And you guys remember, the videos and all of that back in the day of where they found like cities and things like that on Mars. Well, ancient ruins, shall we call it, right? So it's logical to think that if there is life on Mars, I believe it would be underground. So, and here's the thing about this whole UFO community. It's a matter of time before we know the truth. It really is. So it's not, to me, it's not if, but when. Okay, here's another one. Scientists claim to have found the first known alien protein in a meteorite. A new discovery could be a clue for us to see if life could emerge elsewhere in the solar system. Using a new analysis technique, scientists think they have found an alien protein tucked inside a meteorite that fell to Earth 30 years ago. Crazy, right? And I think that's kind of like how when we talk about disclosure, that's how the government eases us in, they're going to ease us into disclosure. Well, here's a protein, here's a living organism, here's water, right? Look, they can't just say, here's an alien, deal with it. You know what I mean? They can't just say, hello world. Like, could you imagine like Donald Trump getting up there? Is this microphone on? Okay. Yes, this is an alien, American. No, it's going to be, here's water, here's an organism, here's a flower, here's a plant, what the hell ever. And then they're going to ease us into that disclosure. That's exactly what I think. Let me rewind this video, give you guys a little something to look at, okay? Let me continue reading. It says here, over the last few years, meteorites from the wider solar system have been yielded some building blocks for life as we know it. Okay, which could play a role in building molecules necessary for life, a type of sugar that is found in RNA and amino acids, organic compounds that combine to form proteins. Crazy, huh? Says in general, they're taking a meteor that has been preserved by a museum and has been analyzed previously, and they are modifying the techniques that are using in order to be able to determine amino acids inside of the meteor. So basically, you have a meteor fell to Earth 30 years ago. So what are we in here? 2020. So this is 1990, roughly around 1990. Is that right? I'm sorry. Is that 1990? Okay. Now we have new technology where we can perform tests and scientific tests on this meteor, and they're saying, like, here's life right here, here's proof of life. But what does that tell you? What I think possibly could have happened, how do planets, create life? I think they're carried by asteroids, meteors, whatever. Wait, meteors fall to Earth. Sorry, asteroids. Impacting planets and things like that. We know they carry water. We do know that. I mean, that's already been proven. So they carry all the building blocks for life, crash into a planet, millions of years. Think about this. That's a long damn time, right? Millions of years later, there's a molecule, there's this, there's a little DNA, a little this, sprinkle of this, sprinkle of that, boom, you got life. It's a possibility. I mean, I believe that over the whole Big Bang Theory. But I am a Christian. I believe we came from God. But what I'm just saying, if you want to think outside of the box for a minute, it's a possibility. And people always ask me this about God. They say, well, okay, you're a Christian. You believe God created the universe and we're here because, yes, I sure do. Well, how do you believe in aliens? I'm like, well, because I believe God created everything in the universe, down to the little piece of dust, down to me, to you, to a planet, to the sun, to the stars, to black holes, absolutely everything. That is my answer. You can believe in God, you can be a Christian, and you can also believe in aliens, because I believe our God created the entire universe and everything wrapped up in it. Okay, and that's what I truly think about this. Damn, somebody's texting me again. Not long ago, we didn't even really know there was anything outside of our own solar system, or we didn't know the complexity of it, right? And then we get, the Hubble, and now we have a new telescope being launched, James Webb. Okay, and I believe we're going to learn even more. Of course we are. It's all about technology, people. It's all about technology. The more and more our technology, advances, the more we learn about who we are, where we come from, and what is out there. Just go back. And also, I want to throw this in here real quick, little side note, little cliff note. I have a video coming really soon. I have an old box of NASA moon landing documents. My family worked for NASA during the moon missions, okay, the Apollo missions, and we've recently discovered it. Okay, I have like 2 or 3 boxes full of documents and NASA notes, even photographs that have never been seen to the public. Probably worth a lot of damn money. I have some of it here at my house. I'm looking at it right now, and I might show you that, but I need to go pick up the other 2 boxes. My sister was cleaning out an old storage shed of my family's, and came across the 2 boxes, and she's going to give them to me. I'm going to share them with you guys very soon. I'm going to do like a live video, showing the magazines. There's pictures, and she sent me some pictures and all this really cool stuff. So I am like majorly excited, to show that stuff to you guys. Like, I am really, 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 really excited about that. Can't wait. So what do you guys think? Where do we come from? How did we get here? Can you believe in God and believe in aliens? I think I think the answer would be yes. Of course. So I don't know, guys. But look, let me get back to this USS Nimitz thing, then I'm going to hop off here. Like I said, I am truly, truly concerned about this. Highly concerned about it. What in the hell is that thing? And if it is military, if it is something created by man from planet Earth, what is the technology powering such a thing that makes an F-18 fighter jet, like I said, look like a damn toy? And again, you can't debunk it. Here's the beautiful thing about this story. It cannot be debunked. Show me one video of somebody, you cannot debunk it. The best explanation they can give is I don't know. And I don't know is not an acceptable debunking in my mind. Oh, well, it's probably a secret, military, whatever. Oh, okay. Well, what kind? Where'd it come from? What are you talking about? Okay, like I said, you have ground radar, multiple ships in the water, 2 fighter jets up in the sky. And this is only one incident, and there was multiple incidents going from 2004 up to 2017, I believe. Somewhere in that area. Okay, so we're talking over a decade of knowledge, and the only reason the Navy released it was the Freedom of Information Act. It's so important. You guys should support it. Write your politicians, whatever. Okay? Because without that, we'd have nothing. But here's the thing. My problem with the whole Freedom of Information Act, half of it is blacked out with a Sharpie. Okay, number 1. Okay, number 2, how do we know that's all they have? I think, there are so many different layers and levels to the government. You know what I mean? Like, how do we know that's it? I mean, first, it's like this. They're saying, okay, look, we've lied to you, since Roswell, but in this case, since 2004, even before, predating Roswell, but we've lied to you since 2004, but here you go. We're going to be honest now. Nah, I don't. Look, once a liar, always a liar. And why? Because I believe the government wants to weaponize everything. And they have found alien technology. They know it exists. They know it's out there, but they want to weaponize absolutely everything. Therefore, if they share it with you, they share it with them. Who is them? Other countries. Korea, China, Russia, right? That's why. That's one reason. Number 2, mass hysteria. Number 3, I think, look, religion, I wouldn't say would crumble, but would be put into question. Religion is a powerful thing in the country and the world. I mean, look at the Muslims, the Christians, I mean, whatever, you pick your group. So it would put things into question. But again, I believe God created everything. So that is my message to you guys. God bless you. Have a good night. Sub to the channel.